Hello everyone and welcome to Nervous Nessie. Today is day 4 of my Wizard of Oz trip and I love this city. I love this city. So last night I did go out and I decided to come back early. I was really tired. I ended up coming back around 9 o'clock to the hostel, took a shower, and crashed. I was asleep by 10. I was so tired. Slept in super late this morning, and now I am very rested. Now, I won't say I have energy. My body is very sore. My shoulders, my neck are sore, and I still have a little bit, just a tiny bit of the vertigo that I had last night from, I don't know what. I don't know if it is the train or my neck or my sinuses. My neck is hurting worse today, so could be that. But I decided to just take my time. I don't have necessarily anything planned today. I am going to go to my favorite bakery, Chicago Sugar Daddy, tonight at 7 because they are having a viewing party. James, who is the head baker at Chicago Sugar Daddy, is on Food Network right now. Right now it is Halloween, almost Halloween time. And so he is on the Halloween, what's the name of the show? The Halloween Baking Wars or Halloween Cake Baking Wars. I'm not sure the exact name, but he is on that and they are going to have a viewing party tonight. So I'm going to go to that. And between now and then, I've got several hours to kill with nothing planned. I do know my way around Chicago enough to where I can just kind of wander around. I am gonna grab something to eat because I am very hungry. And one thing that I do enjoy doing when I travel is going to local mom and pop used bookstores. There are certain books that I collect and they are, needless to say, very hard to find because I try to get first editions or special editions of these books. But I just enjoy going to local used bookstores and just browsing and seeing what they have. I have gone in bookstores like that and picked up a completely different book that I was not expecting and ended up reading the book while I was on the trip. But yeah, I have 2 bookstores that I am going to go to. I looked on the map and found those and grab a bite to eat and then head over to Chicago Sugar Daddy. So that is sort of what I have planned today. And yeah, I'm gonna take you guys with me. So let's go. I have been all over Chicago and it is only 2:50. Right now, I am actually sitting in a cemetery. It's a huge, huge cemetery. I'm gonna swing the camera around just so you can see just parts of it, but I like cemeteries because it's just interesting to me. I mean, I know that seems a little macabre, but they have all of these beautiful like obelisks and mausoleums for the various families. Cemeteries, a lot of times they have like benches, which I'm sitting on a bench right now, and it's just a nice place to kind of come and reflect on your life because You are surrounded by death, but it's just very peaceful. So I decided to come over here, which it's kind of on my way to my next stop. I ended up taking the blue line from my hostel up to, and I'm gonna have to look on my phone so I have all the information and give you the correct information. So I took the blue line up to Myopic Books. Their address is 1564 North Milwaukee Avenue. Now, I collect, sorry, there's planes going overhead. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I collect Michael Crichton hardcover first edition books. It's just, I love his books. I have a lot of them in first edition. I do have some that are a little harder to find that are not first edition, but I go ahead and buy them anyway so that I have all of the different works from him. So I went to Myopic Books. It is a 3-story bookstore. They have the basement, the first floor, the second floor, and off the first floor is kind of like a little balcony section. But it's a huge used bookstore. And I went in there, had to get help finding his stuff because apparently he's so popular, they put all of his stuff in a section off to the side. And let me tell you, I am so excited. So excited. So I got The Lost World by Michael Crichton, which is the sequel to Jurassic Park. Now, I already have The Lost World, but it was a 4th edition. And I was looking for a first edition. They had four first editions. But this one is super special because, hopefully I can do this and hold the camera too. Not only is this a first edition, it is a signed first edition. I am ecstatic. I know you're thinking, okay, that's like super nerdy, but if you are a collector of things and there are like the holy grail items that you're looking for, the things that are so hard to find unless you're willing to fork out a ton of money, I cannot believe I found this. The only thing that could make this better is if I had found Jurassic Park first edition and signed. So at least I have this one. I also ended up picking up here, if I can get it out of the bag with my one hand, I ended up picking up A Case of Need, which is also Michael Crichton. It's not a first edition, but I didn't have that one, so I'm adding that to my collection. From there, I took the bus and ended up going to, again, I'm gonna have to look on my phone. I ended up going to Ravenswood Used Bookstore. It's at 2005 West Montrose. Now, I got there and the lady, I told her, I said, hey, I'm looking for very specific books. And she pointed me to the section, well, actually, she led me over to the section where it was at. And turns out they didn't have anything. But after I kind of dug through to check and see if they had anything, I went back up to the front and I was like, oh, you know, you didn't have anything. And she said she actually was in the middle of writing down on a post-it for me a list of other Chicago used bookstores, which was very sweet of her. She did not have to do that. I'm hoping to try and hit up some of the other ones. I looked at the locations, they're a little far or they're closed today. Today is on Monday. A lot of stores, like small mom and pop type stores, close on either Monday or Tuesday. So I am obviously coming back to Chicago in a few days, and will hopefully be able to hit up one or two of those. But yeah, I got a book that I have really been wanting, so I'm very happy about that. If you guys have any collections, you know, anything you collect, feel free to leave a comment below. I would love to hear things that you guys collect. And if you've ever had a moment like this where you have found the one item you've really been looking for, I would love to hear the story of that. So leave those in the comments below. When I got out of Ravenswood used bookstore, I was kind of hungry. I had picked up Starbucks before I got on the train, and it filled me up a little bit, but I was actually really hungry. And turns out there is a Giordano's pizza directly across from Ravenswood bookstore. So I went over to Giordano's. That was on my list of places to eat, because last time I came to Chicago, I ate Luminalti's, and Giordano's is the other big chain that everybody eats at. So I wanted to try that out, and went in there, and there was an older lady that was working there and had impeccable customer service. Got the pizza there. So they were running a lunch special. It was, you could pick an appetizer and you can pick your entree. So I ended up getting the Caesar salad as my appetizer. I only ate about half of it because I didn't want to get filled up. And then I got the sausage deep dish personal pizza. Ended up eating 3 of the 4 slices because by that time I was pretty full. It was really good. I don't want to compare Luminalti's with Giordano's. To me, I feel like they're 2 different styles of Chicago deep dish pizza. They're both excellent pizzas. You won't go wrong with either one, but I feel like they each stand out in their own right. So I am not partial to one over the other. I just know that if I come back, you know, if I want a specific one, I know which one to go to. The specific type of pizza, I know which one to go to. But yeah, the food was really good and her service was amazing. From there, I just started walking. It's going to take me about an hour to get to my next stop, which is Chicago Sugar Daddy Bakery. But I'm taking my time. I have plenty of time. I don't have to be there for another 4 hours. So I'm just taking my time. I'm here in the cemetery and it's just so peaceful. I mean, the maintenance crews out here cutting grass. There's a few people that are out running or just, you know, tourists sightseeing. But it's just really beautiful out here and peaceful. So yeah, I would have to say this is one of my favorite parts of travel, is when I have a day where I don't have anything planned, or I maybe only have 1 or 2 things planned, and the rest of the time I'm just filling it by exploring. Getting out on foot, walking, or if I take the bus, I can look out the window and check out all the different neighborhoods. But I love just exploring, because that is when the magic happens. That is when the memories are made. Yesterday, I didn't think about going to a used bookstore. Last night, I was thinking about it and I was like, oh, you know, that's something to do since I don't have anything planned. And look what I found. I found a book that I have really been wanting to get. So when you're traveling, don't be afraid to just get out and explore. Don't feel like you must cram tons of stuff in, because then you don't have time to relax and sleep in like I did this morning. Don't feel like you're going to have a fear of missing out either. You can just take an hour, get out, walk, and explore, and you never know what you're going to see or the people that you're going to meet. So I am going to take my time walking over to Chicago Sugar Daddy and see if I can't find anything else interesting along the way.